Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to OptiMed Live. I'm Tom Leahy here with my partner, Candace Suarez.
Happy
And
Friday.
yeah, happy Friday. And before we forget, we want to wish everyone happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Yes. Um, Moms are so important.
Yes,
Mom,
yes, we are.
yes, you are. And moms have a huge purpose in everyone's life. They
hmm
do. And so we thought maybe today we ought to talk more about that, living life with purpose,
On
and
purpose, with
on
purpose.
purpose, with purpose. Yeah. So I think for young folks, that is that's a huge question anymore today in the world
Mhm.
in which we're living, and I think it's really important that we're able to maybe assist them with that whole question of what is their place in the world. So let's talk. What does that really mean, Candace?
Which one? Because
Oh,
I recently wrote a blog article about it. If you haven't read it, go to our website and read it because I do a little bit of a play on words with that, right? We all heard about living a life with purpose, right? And that doesn't mean you have to be poor and work for nonprofits and give all of your money away to have a purpose, right, in your work. What it means is that however you choose to do it, you are making the world a better place. Whether you are designing homes for people, whether you are teaching a fourth grade classroom, whether you are let's see what else, a police officer, an accountant who helps people take care of their money. Anything, as long as you discover what your values are and you live your life according to those values, you can make the world a better place. So that is a with purpose, right?
okay,
On purpose has to come first.
okay, all right,
And what I mean by living a life on purpose is to not live a life by accident. Meaning that, I feel like oftentimes young people and even adults make decisions because that's what they feel like they should be doing. That is what someone mentioned to them, and they didn't really put much thought into it, so they said, sure, why not? Let's pick that as a career, right? So that's kind of like you fall into it by accident instead of making very intentional choices on purpose.
okay. So my question:
Mm-hmm.
chicken or the egg? So when we talk about direction, are
Mm-hmm.
we trying to identify who we are, what our values are, and finding work that supports that, or are we superimposing our values on whatever work we decide to do?
Um, it could be either way. Like, but if you are a youth, if you are a teenager setting out, it would be the first way, right? Because now is the time to be curious. Now is the time to ask those questions and look for the answers about what we value, what we're good at, what we feel we should, what makes sense for us as a direction. But if you're an adult listening to this, you never want to superimpose your values onto where you're at and try and squeeze it in. But, reevaluating where you are and looking at your value system and, making changes if you need it. It's never too late to make a change.
Okay. And we can have those conversations.
Yes, we can.
And it really,
I love to have those conversations. I feel like it is my mission in life to help people figure out how to do that, how
so
to how to evaluate who you are and look inside, right? And I get in these conversations a lot where people say, but we're asking too much of our high schoolers. We're asking too much of these young people to expect them to decide what they're going to do forever at such a young age. I'm not asking them to decide what they want to do forever. I'm asking them to start looking at all of the possibilities and be curious and ask questions and explore.
Right.
That's
And
what
that's, yeah. And that is the kind of the conversation, the journey, whatever we take them on through our
Mhm.
assessment process.
Yep, exactly. Hmm.
And so it's not just finding a job that pays a certain amount, or
Hmm.
a job that you're doing this task or that task or whatever. It's about make meaningful to you as an
Hmm.
individual, who you are, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, that's it. Yeah. So I think we've discovered your purpose.
I think we have. Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
Yeah,
well, that's great. Yeah.
for
So if you want
sure.
to, yeah. So if you want to learn more about that, if you want to do some what's the term? Self
Exploration.
exploration.
Self-exploration. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. If you want
Mhm.
to go down that road with Candace, which is a wonderful journey, I can tell you, I've experienced myself with young people. Give us a call, or what? Oh, well, probably ought to go to our website, right, Candace?
Yeah, optimumedcenter.com. You can either hit talk to an advisor and set up a introductory meeting with me, or you can call us with a number on there, or email us, or message us on whatever social media platform you might be watching.
Yeah, and it is really the foundation for setting up yourself for a successful and fulfilling
Yeah.
life. Really important. And don't be shy if you're an adult. Candace
Hmm.
can have that conversation with you as well if you're starting
Yep.
to wonder about changing directions or
Hmm.
whatever. Right. So we look forward to hearing from you. With that, we'll wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And again, happy Mother's Day. Candace, happy
Thank
Mother's Day.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Take care.